These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.
Hello, Megan Thompson, tracking those top stories right now from ABC15 Arizona. And our Operation Safe Roads team is back in the West Valley, following up on concerns from the community about speeding down residential streets. A viewer reaching out to us after our first story about speeding in Glendale ran last month, saying he had a similar problem. ABC 15's Adam Klepp looked into why two longtime neighborhoods in Peoria still haven't been able to get speed bumps on the street, despite our radar gun showing drivers consistently pushing the limit.
Dana Schwertfeger says his street is more like a speedway.
50.
And 50 is 20 over on this stretch of Mountain View Road.
This is my neighbor, Kathy.
And Kathy has started 2 petitions to get speed bumps here.
I believe it should be if it's a problem.
Here we go.
Well, it's so loud. I mean, see, we all quit talking because the vehicles are so loud.
But just because you know drivers are speeding, it doesn't mean you automatically get a speed bump.
He was 37 and then he saw us and slowed down.
To get a speed bump in the city of Peoria, you have to ask the traffic engineering department to come out and do a study where they'll see how many cars are coming down the road and how fast they're going.
But even if the city determines there's a problem with speeding, 70% of the property owners who live by where the speed bumps would be installed have to vote yes on the petition.
And both of Kathy Cooper's petitions failed. Following recent crashes on this part of Mountain View, Schwertfeger says safety should be the priority.
You know, if they identify the problem, then why would you need to vote on a petition? Just put the speed bumps in. You've identified the problem already.
Needing 70% neighborhood support is not just in Peoria. 70% or more is also required in other major valley cities like Phoenix, Chandler, and Mesa. The city of Peoria says residents can restart a petition for speed bumps every 12 months. For information on how to request speed bumps from cities throughout the valley, you can find this story on ABC15.com. Reporting for Operation Safe Roads, I'm Adam Klepp.
Adam, thank you. ABC 15 now confirming Buckeye police have submitted charges after a child died in a hot car back in September. Police say a 4-year-old was left behind near Verrado Way in Buckeye for more than 2 hours. Police are recommending manslaughter and child abuse charges against the mother. The case will now go to the Maricopa County Attorney's Office. ABC 15 is looking out for your health as norovirus cases continue to rise across the country, including right here in Arizona. Right now, a Tucson research facility is taking action to find a vaccine for the nasty stomach bug. Quality of Life Research Center is taking part in a worldwide clinical trial to test the vaccine. They have high hopes that a breakthrough will develop in the near future.
I think there's a really good chance, typically if it's gotten to a phase 3, which is just a phase 3 study, the last phase before it theoretically could be approved by the FDA, but we're probably 2 years away from that.
The study began in October, and researchers say they're actively looking for more participants for the next phase of the trial. They also say trials will last about 2 years, with participants' blood being drawn every 6 months. Well, we've been listening to you, smart shoppers. We know prices for everyday groceries are high. That's why throughout the year of 2025, we are following 4 Valley shoppers on their journey to stretch their dollar further at the grocery store. This week, we met Steve Nemechek. His friends call him the Coupon King. It's a game for the Phoenix native to scour grocery ads each week. He even credits coupon cutting for letting him partially retire from his law career about 8 years ago in his late 40s.
I tried to make savings a priority. I always was a frugal shopper, and everything I did was kind of towards an eye of early retirement.
From rewards programs to manager specials, Steve will share the tips for saving on groceries that helped him get ahead. You can see that as our Smart Shopper Grocery Series kicks off tonight at 6.
With your most accurate forecast, I'm meteorologist Jorge Torres. The winds are going to stick around for most of your Wednesday across the state, including in the valley, with temperatures starting off this morning in the lower 50s, slowly climbing throughout the day, eventually reaching the upper 60s, with the winds eventually dying down right around sunset. But those winds will be right around 15 to 20 miles per hour, gusting up to 30 at times here in the metro, with high winds also across western Arizona and southeastern parts of the state. There could be some isolated gusts even stronger than that, too. Now, in the valley, rain showers are still still possible through at least about the early afternoon, but rainfall amounts will be fairly light and still holding on to some slight chances for light snow showers up in the high country and across southeastern Arizona, where highs today for areas like Graham and Greeley counties will be in the 50s, but for the valley and to the west, those highs staying in the upper 60s and lower 70s. So here's a 7-day forecast. Temperatures after today will stay on the mild side in the mid-60s with lows in the 30s and 40s in town. In the high country, much colder with highs in the 30s through Thursday with lows in the teens.
For the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, head to abc15.com or you can download our free ABC15 mobile app.
These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.